Well, we do have a spot if anyone... Oh, hold on. Yurui has jumped in. The person who made that previous request.
Could we reform the lobby? Cause
yeah, it sounds like the lobby was misbehaving a little bit.
The lag was barely playable.
Yeah, let me reset real quick. Okay, new lobby is up.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Invites should all be sent. Alright, and we have Yuri in here as well. Get chat back up. There we are. Okay. Lost the credits from the mission as well. Beautiful. Alright, is there anything we'd like to go for this one? I did have a 4-person challenge. It is a multi-match challenge, though, so it does depend a little bit on if people are able to stick around for a little while. It doesn't have to be that many matches, I suppose, but probably 2 or 3, ideally.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to have to answer probably 2 phone calls in the next hour, but I don't think you guys will notice anything.
Okay.
So I'm good.
You guys up for it?
Sure.
Okay. So this one is called Relemotion, which is a combination of the words relegation and promotion, based on the system that many professional sports leagues, especially international football/soccer, uses, where the top 1 or 2 teams get promoted up to a higher level, and the lower teams get demoted down to a lower level. So, the way we're going to make this happen is we're going to do a few matches. Each person must use their own class, so no repeat classes, so like 1 Adept, 1 Sentinel, so on and so forth. And then, for the next matches, you'll not be able to use the same class multiple times in a row. Someone else will switch over to that class. The person who finishes with the highest score, their class, whoever wants to play that class next time around, must promote. So, actually means they're dropping down to level 1. And the person who finishes in last place on the leaderboard at the end gets demoted. No one can use that class in the next match. Any questions about that?
I'll be honest with you. I kind of tuned you out, man.
No worries. Basically, for the first match, it doesn't matter much. It's only where the second and third match things start to...
So someone has to bring that class in at level 1 if they were the top before that.
Technically, we're going to switch who's playing which class anyway, so it doesn't have to be you per se.
How are we determining who plays which class?
Well, so if there are 6 classes total, right? Mm-hmm. And each person is playing their own class, that's 4 classes claimed. Then for the second match, whoever finished the lowest has that class demoted, so no one's using that class. So say, by match 2, no one can use Sentinel, so that's 5 classes remaining. Whoever finished top has their class promoted, so whoever wants to use that one has to drop down to level 1. So either
you have a level
you're using level 1, or you're using the one class that's remaining.
I got you, that makes sense. And you cannot repeat classes, I assume.
Yeah, no repeat classes, okay. And so everyone's using their own class, and you can't use the same class multiple matches in a row. So basically, if you do really well in a class, then you are potentially messing with someone else who's going to use that class in the next match.
Yes, and if I already picked a character of a class, the next one who picks this class can't pick the same character, right?
We could do that, I suppose.
Okay. So we can repeat characters.
I wasn't specifically planning around the character, just the class in general, but... Okay, so what classes are people going to take?
I could promote Infiltrator first game if you want.
Well, so we don't need to do anything for the first one. So the first one is just going to be our baseline, basically. First one, just play a match, and then depending on which class finishes first and which class finishes last, then we start modifying things in match number 2.
Alright, so who's playing what class? I'll let everyone else pick their classes first, and then I'll pick mine. So it looks like Yuri is going to be a drill assassin, and Tark, are you doing you're doing the Krogan Sentinel? So
Sure.
so we
Okay.
have
I'm not
Infiltrator and-
fixated. I can switch if you want.
So we have Infiltrator taken, Sentinel taken. This is just my character from last time, so not really attached to it one way or the other. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Soldier, I
Adept.
think.
Okay.
Oh, this is still duration cloak, so should be enough. Drill assassin is still amazing. And enemies unknown.
Yeah, I think we'll just go unknown for just about everything here. It's mostly a matter of messing with the promotions and relegations, depending on which classes finish first and last. And, you know, it's not a huge deal if you finish first or last yourself, because ultimately it's going to affect someone else, not you. So, you know, no hard feelings. It was like, oh no, Lids, how dare you come in last
So
place with the Soldier?
So you can't repeat your same class in the second challenge either. You have to switch.
Correct. So
Okay,
basically,
cool.
like, if I tank with the Soldier and do terribly, then then Soldiers is not going to be available next time round. So if you really like Soldiers, then you kind of want me to do well.
I understand.
And if you really like a class, then you actually might not want someone to do very well with that class, because if you want to play it next time, it's going to get promoted up to level 1.
So, but I see everyone's taking out the big guns.
Yeah, I think Yuri is gonna be the one that is gonna be the score leader, depending on how good he is with recon mine, because the drill assassin is just so good at points.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the drill assassin. The problem is my aim with the Black Widow. That could take away some points.
Yeah, but we're on gold, so it doesn't matter. Everything else dies pretty much to your recon mine.
And homing grenades.
Oh, you brought homing grenades. You're dangerous.
We don't
Well-
talk about homing grenades here.
To be honest, I won't be using them that much. In the sniper builds, they're just a DPS loss.
Well, I just don't like the animation on the homing grenades. I always die.
Finally, someone understands me!
I pretty much only have them because I'm terrible at sniping dragoons, and I need help for that. And
Well,
homing
that's where the
grenades are
recon mine
great.
comes in. You detonate at their feet. They stagger. When they stand back up,
Yes.
you go pop, pop, pop.
Yes, but while recon mine is on reload, I have my homing grenades for them.
Alright, so let's see. We have Soldier, we have Sentinel, we have Infiltrator, we have Vanguard. Remember which class you took. I mean, obviously, we'll talk after this match is over, but that will affect which ones are available and unavailable, and which ones need to get promoted in match number 2.
I should have just brought a Volus Vanguard.
I mean, there's something to be said for, like, deliberately messing around with the first one, and then keeping your good characters for later rounds, when you might have to be forced into playing level 1.
Yes, I kind of feel now if I feel like playing Sentinel,
Okay.
Volus Merc with Shuriken next game.
Lids, is my blade armor on?
Where are you?
Behind
Tark's armor, is that? Yeah, your blade armor's on.
you. Okay. My thing's bugged. I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
play classes that are all incredibly powerful on gold.
Uh-huh. What happens if people
Yes.
just nuke their way up the leaderboard at the end of the match?
Don't call me out like that, bro.
What?
And I'll be honest, this matchup and map is probably gonna make me finish at or near the bottom.
Well, you're a Geth Trooper. You have the potential to be the best in this game.
Don't like the collectors, though. Need my flamer.
I still think the Geth Trooper is the best character in the game.
I mean,
The
you'll get
Geth
no arguments from
Infiltrator
me.
is the best. The Geth Infiltrator. I
Yes,
think,
he
is
has the best single target DPS, but overall, I think the Geth Trooper comes out top.
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen him with a Piranha or a Raider?
Yes, it's amazing single target DPS, but have you ever seen a Geth Trooper melt an entire group with Flamer?
I don't know, man. I would put the Raider up there with the Geth Infiltrator. It's dumb good.
That was very fast.
I have seen like almost no enemies in wave 2 and 3. Like
So
wave 2 I
almost no
haven't
one,
seen a
wave
single
1.
one.
Oh, you're an enemy.
Hello. The trooper keeps moving.
Oh no, there's maybe something in there. Oh, there's definitely not anything in there. Never mind.
Someone.
Okay.
Well, that's not good. That's not a great place to be right now. That's not a great place to be right now.
Well. Still haven't seen many enemies, but...
I think we're all killing them rather quickly.
Yes, I see. I shouldn't have taken the Black Widow. I think this is the first time I've seen an enemy kill his own ally with his own grenade.
Oh, look at that. Collector Mastery. That's cool.
Hey, 5 Earth survived.
Oh, wow.
Yes, can't
Against
die if the
collectors,
enemies
no
are dead.
less.
This
That-
feels like a speed run, to be honest.
Yeah, we are zooming.
I will give you the points, I can do the objective. I don't care.
Get you from here, can I? This is gonna hurt. Oh, almost sniped with the Acolyte.
Got the kill.
Oh, hello. That's unfortunate timing. That's very unfortunate timing.
almost to you, Lids.
Oh, I'm getting stealthed up. Just keep waving, just keep waving, just keep... Oh, never mind. I would like to activate this. Oh, that's not good.
Oh my god, I was hit by 2 laser beams at the same time.
You win the objective now.
In a second.
Oh, that's a Scion. I was wondering what that weird movement was.
Where'd you go? Where'd you run on top?
Homing grenade kill. I knew
How
it.
dare you? How dare you? That's what you get. Steal your Praetorian kill.
Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
Oh, that's
Found
just,
him.
Oh, kill streak. I don't need nukes. I can do it without.
True. Did you get all these guys? Yeah.
Oh, they're behind me. Oh, lovely.
Oh, darn it.
Squad member down.
Oh, hello. One moment, please. No, you wouldn't.
Remember
Like-
that freaking possessed A-bomb on Dagger? Do you remember? I remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Remember? Because I remember.
Like, as I'm lifting him over my head, I see the word assist pop up. Like, what? How'd that happen?
I don't know, man. Really weird.
Come on.
Litz is just nuking his way up, I see.
I mean, it's a couple of fortunate spawns.
Shouldn't your score like be halved every time you use the nuke?
That just sounds like a cake, bro.
That's gonna hurt, isn't it? Just put your shield up. Thank you.
No, I was aiming for the frickin' trooper.
Tee-hee.
And now have a new goal for this match.
Outstanding work. Enemy is regrouping.
Destroy this unkillable swarm over here.
Enemy force approaching.
Am I the only one who sees that, or
No.
do you guys see that too?
Part of my goal is none of you figuring out what my goal actually is.
That is a valid goal.
Okay, my quick sky scoping is getting a little bit better over the time. I'm actually starting to hit enemies. What? Oh, thanks. I was getting a little bit cold. I saw that. Guess who stunlocked you? Oh, man.
Oh no, that wasn't the problem. The problem was I couldn't get my reload off in time to kill the Praetorian that was mealing me into the corner. It had one armor bar left.
I just set up the A-bomb in front of you.
I didn't even know there was an A-bomb in front of me.
Standing work. Enemy is still active.
But you're a Batarian, so...
It's irrelevant to my shields.
Canister of experimental compounds was lost in this area. Find it. That's your top priority.
I was about to do that. Somebody else take the objective, why don't you? I don't need this thing. Got more important things to do, like, oh my goodness. Kill all those guys. What? You're still alive? Anything else? Anyone else? Eh? Eh? Probably not. Okay. Saw that guy there.
Has been cleared. Good work. You're looking for a lost gift device. Locate the object and bring it back.
One moment, please.
Outstanding. Get back to the evac zone.
Nope. 1 second. 1 second.
Yukon squad member has lost the object. Find it.
It's also not coming to me.
Good job. Get back to the evac zone.
Oh, well, I mean, it has to be done. Did accidentally use an pack before, but worth it.
Object has been cleared. Good work.
That's way too far away.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
That was not enough quick scoping.
Get to the extraction zone.
Oh, I took a sneak peek.
Who did activate that?
Wasn't I? For once, it was I've activated all the other ones, but not that time. Ow.
We're on our way.
Oh, it's just the Victorian, nothing else? Covered.
Pushing LZ.
Really?
Are you not going to extract Yuri?
You're right.
I will extract. I don't know what you mean.
You totally didn't
15
forget, right?
minutes. Wow, that was lightning fast.
Are we going to outlaw armored compartments?
We might need to, yeah.
We should. We should.
probably
I
should.
just thought of it. Alright,
Oh.
so Vanguard has to be promoted to level 1, whoever plays it next. And
Yep,
Sentinel is now
Vanguard
locked
needs to
out.
be promoted. No
Oh,
one
no,
can
I
play
can't-
Sentinel.
No, I can't take this Dravolus.
And you cannot take the same class that you just took.
So I cannot do Vanguard for the rest of this challenge. Vanguard needs to be level 1, whoever takes it. Sentinel's out of the picture.
I completed my challenge.
So because I had the top score, can I pick my class first?
Sure, sure.
Awesome.
Well,
That might make sense. Go in order of that people finish.
I kind of don't like the level 1 Vanguard. Pretty much the worst class to be at level 1.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. I mean, technically, someone could forego the Vanguard, but we shall see.
We still have 4 classes left outside of those. So we can still have an engineer, a soldier, and an adept that's not level 1,
Yeah.
and an infiltrator. So Sentinel is gone, and then Vanguard is level 1. So after this next round, someone's going to be forced to pick it.
I'll take the Vanguard, no problem.
Well, you don't have to. You can pick a level 20 engineer, soldier, or adept.
Yes, I'll take the Vanguard.
So I believe you'd have to promote it to level 1 because it was the top score.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but nobody else promote their Vanguard here because we will have a different character a different class that'll get promoted for the next one.
Isn't the Vanguard
I
still
thought it was
promoted
like- I thought
in
it
the
was
last
congruent.
game? Or just for the next one?
So, yeah, just for the next one. So only this next Vanguard is level 20.
Why
Or rather,
wouldn't
it's
you wanna
level
make it why wouldn't you want to make it congruent?
Cause once you've been promoted, you're on a level playing field after that. So it's kind of like a one-time thing.
Well, what I mean is that means on the 3rd game you'd have 2 level 1s. I thought that was the point of it. I mean, I'll take the next level 1 next game. I'm happy to do that. So
I wasn't thinking of going that way. I was thinking of it just being a single class as level 1 in any given match, but we
so
could.
Sentinel's
go that
outlawed.
way.
Vanguard's level 1. So next game, hypothetically, let's say the engineer wins. Engineer's now level 1, and somebody can't play infiltrator. So now we have a level 1 Vanguard, level 1 engineer, and then a soldier and adept.
Yeah, and you could go back to, at that point, Sentinel becomes available once again. It's just basically a one-match ban for Sentinel.
Okay.
Also, as you just said, engineer, I definitely hardlock in the engineer.
Okay. Remember, you can't pick the same class that you had before. Let's see, so it sets you back to level 1, which means you can reset your powers, and it gives you, in the campaign, a bonus, although, that's, at least, for me, that's not a huge deal, but that is theoretically a factor as well. Okay, so, let's see, Infiltrator's been locked in. Rui, what did you say you were going with? Engineer?
Yes, engineer.
And Tark, you went for Vanguard. So that
Yes.
means I picked Soldier already. Am I Adept? I think I'm Adept in that case.
You're going GI with Rider. Yes. That's gonna be hard to top.
If you would like, you can pick the infiltrator for me.
You can take the GI Rider.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I hope I'm gonna spawn or nuke spawns. I just hope it's like Reapers or Collectors.
Okay. Oh yeah, GI with Raider's gonna be really powerful. Talon Merc can, yes, absolutely get a bunch of damage going. Okay. So then the thing is, because it's sort of like the person who finishes first, or at least the class that finishes first gets punished. So it's kind of a way of making up for the fact, obviously Tark is at a disadvantage here, because he's the level 1 Vanguard. But,
But he has Incendiary Rika. He could still
do some
amazing
things.
damage.
He could still do some things.
Just please be like Glacier against Reapers.
That's what I'm hoping for too.
And now it's London against Collectors. Or
Oh, what? We're back on Reactor. No hazard this time, but it's Cerberus.
Secure the area.
I might be stuck on loading again.
Oh,
Me too.
uh-oh.
I'm not.
You guys do both appear to be frozen at the moment. Quickly, ramp up your score. Go.
That's my idea.
Just start nuking the first wave.
Well, I don't need nukes to do that.
Nope. Ramp. No.
I might need to restart the game. I can see enemies.
Oh, that is definitely an issue.
This
Sounds-
is cheating.
That sounds like a you problem.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is like I will win. I'm gonna do the whole first and second wave by myself.
Lids, did you do something to this lobby?
No.
If it was
Also in
just
your favor, perhaps.
Let's definitely rig this one to score some points for himself.
So now we have to make sure this is at the bottom of the scoreboard at all costs.
What? Excuse me. Heck? What the heck is happening?
And so what character is Lids again?
I'm adept. Yeah.
That's easy to spot.
Ooh.
Or should be. Or is everyone inside the game?
Allegedly.
I can hear game noises, but I'm. Oh,
Can I see enemies? That's the real question. Oh, great.
So
I
it
see
gave
you
it
all.
said plus 985 on my screen, but it only gave me 512 score. That's interesting.
Okay.
Huh.
Lids has 14,000 already.
Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Yes, nothing. I don't see any enemies. You know.
But you do see enemies, though, right? Now that you've come back in?
Yes, I can see them, but
Okay.
they're all dead.
Good.
When I
As
get
they should
there.
be. I don't need that. Why am I going there?
Good shooting. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
I need big enemy spawns. Otherwise I won't score anything.
Use a terminal to upload the data.
Didn't even activate it. What the heck? You went right past it.
We need the upload
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Patience, grasshopper.
And Omnibot gets the kill.
Upload at 50% complete.
I like that spot. Come on, pull down. Nope, stay right there. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh no, someone figured out what I was doing.
Just ignoring the upload and just killing everything.
They're bugged right now, so they keep spawning right on top of me.
Oh, I mean, I have been trying to nuke that spot from over here, which has surprisingly been not that difficult to do. But I do see what you mean. There have been a lot of enemies over there. You're not wrong. Wait for it. Wait for it. Time it. Time it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
well, you got the hit her with the thing.
All the enemies.
LZ.
Enemies plenty. Trash.
So this was the golden spot where they just kept on coming back.
Stay alert.
Yeah, they just kept spawning right there next to me. They were dropping down so they couldn't shoot me.
Attack. We need to outscore Lids.
Yeah, but actually,
I shouldn't run with it with you. Like, I should like get as much as far away from his standard area as I can.
whoa.
AT-12 Raider's hard to beat, man.
Yes, on the GI,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
insane. It's so good.
Even the like I can get a lot of AOE damage, but it takes a while to get it out.
Haha! I got the kill still even after I was dead.
It's really hard to compete with something that can 6-shot an Atlas on gold, so
Well,
yeah.
Enemies inbound.
I can nuke spawns, but like I said, it takes a while.
They keep spawning away from where I think they're gonna be though.
Only I knew how many thermoclips I still have left.
Oh, I got straight to the gate.
Are we? No! You freaking Rieger!
Enemy down to half strength. Local intel sinks are offline.
Oh, devices.
I love that you just immediately ran. Oh no! Oh, I was about to say you immediately ran in the opposite direction, but no, you did not.
I'm.
You did run straight at it, but then you ignored it. That's what you did.
I was clearing the way, to be honest. To be fair.
Sure.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Oh, hello. That's a lot of stuff over there. Please just die already.
Running out of time. Find that target now.
Hello. That's a lot of enemies.
Team member is target online.
Ow! So that's a phantom.
Targets are a go. Nice job.
Ooh, shot me from over here. Somebody did. Guess that's so now. No, she was mine.
Enemies down. Good shooting. Enemy is still active. Stay
guessed wrong.
All right.
Clean sweep. Well done. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemies inbound.
Of course he survives that.
Squad member has flatlined.
What? Oh, hello. I found them. I have found them.
Team member offline.
Hey, thanks for detonating the explosion. Oh.
Squad member has flatlined. Some good work down there. Enemy is regrouping. Here they come.
One time, I was not ready for this spawn. Oh. No!
Oh no. I'm out of thermal clips. This is bad.
I think this is gonna be a pretty quick wave, by the way this is going so far.
I can't kill stuff. I need to run around and grab grenades.
Enemy is regrouping. This place is a hub of enemy intel. Crack the security on the exposed data terminal. Let's go! Squad member has flatlined.
Ow. Odie! Thanks for the raid. How's it going? What were you guys up to? Were you doing some Mass Effect as well? Doing some ME3 multiplayer? We are doing a multi-match challenge.
Complete the mission. Team member offline.
Relemotion. It's the nickname we've given it. Basically,
Team member has gone dark.
the idea is, don't get synced by this phantom, first of all. We're playing multiple matches.
About halfway through. Maintain hack.
Each player is using a different class. Ow. Ow.
That's it.
That's all. That's the only thing there is. That's all there is to it. Where are they shooting me from? And then for subsequent matches, we make some adjustments. Oh, don't go down there. Depending on which class finished in first place and which class finished in last place in the previous match.
Member has flatlined.
The class that finished in first place, whoever plays that next needs to promote that class. The class that finished in last place, no one can use for the next match.
Team member is hurt.
So, a little bit of friendly competition to see who can finish top of the leaderboards here. Although, we're gonna switch classes every time. So, in truth, when one person does well for their class, then it's, you know, the other person, someone else is going to be the one that ends up inheriting that class and vice versa anyway. Oh, no! You beat me to it.
Here for you.
Oh, no.
Still mine.
So the Atlas, missing you guys and shooting the wall almost killed me.
Yes, that's the strategy.
Oh, there was nothing over there.
You could at least let that phantom walk into my mine before you kill it.
Oh, there aren't nearly as many enemies over there anymore.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
Well, you were last place anyway.
Yes,
He just
that
roasted you.
was my worry. I think I'm gonna call it here.
No worries.
Maybe someone can hop in and continue the challenge with you.
No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you.
We can also just modify to make it so where the classes that have been blacklisted are still blacklisted. Kind of make up for the fact that there's not 4, there's only 3.
All right. So,
So we could, if you want to.
let's see. I mean, we could continue this challenge on further if we'd like to. We'd probably need to get a 4th person in here if that were the case. The top scorer there was an infiltrator, right?
Yep.
So that means
Yes.
whoever plays infiltrator next needs to promote. And the lowest score was the Vanguard, which means that is the one that is banned for this match.
Also the one that was promoted last game.
Yeah, so now I think we make it so that whoever plays Vanguard next is allowed to be level 20. I think they're back on level footing now. Oh no,
Well,
Vanguard got dumped for this one. Let's see. So yeah, level 1 infiltrator. Who did we miss last time? Who did we dump last time? Was Sentinel. Sentinel is back for this one, I think.
Okay.
But we do have a spot if anyone would like to hop in here. Again, we were basically doing a challenge in which, depending on which class finishes number 1 on the leaderboard and which class finishes number 4 on the leaderboard, certain things happen. Whichever class finished first, whoever uses that class next time needs to promote. And Infiltrator finished first, so now whoever plays Infiltrator for this round needs to promote. And the person who finished, the class that finished in last, which was the Vanguard, is relegated, so that means no Vanguard for this one. But Sentinel, who was locked out of the previous match, has now returned. They're back into the Premier League, if you will. Let me know if anyone would like to hop in here. I mean, I'm not really sure how feasible it would be to do this with just 3. Finally, Cyclonics. So yeah, is there anyone else who'd like to jump in here, in which case we could potentially continue along the lines of what we've done thus far? Otherwise, we might need to cut it a little bit short, because I'm not really sure we could do it with just 3.
What? Oh, I can't take soldier.
Oh yeah,
If you want to play the soldier, you can. No worries.
no repeating classes from what you did last time. So let's see, I did Adept.
I did Vanguard, then Infiltrator, and now I'm a soldier.
Yes, I was infiltrator, then engineer, and
I went
Well, I can-
Soldier, then Adept.
I can definitely take the adept
Okay.
or
I might go Sentinel. Guess we can stick with Geth SMG. It's not a bad choice.
I'm gonna play Aggro Juggernaut.
Oh.
Oh, you're bringing a Paladin. That's gonna be tough to compete with. Paladins. That would have been a good one for someone to bring, because that thing just gets points.
Yeah.
well, I don't care if he overrides my biotics. I will just cluster grenades and still get a biotic explosion.
Which one did you take, Yuri?
Drell adept.
Drell
of
adept.
course.
Alright, any takers from chat? Or are we just... I mean, we could just have this be the last one and go with these 3, and I guess the final score doesn't matter that much as it just... You know, it locked us out of... locked us out of Vanguard in this round.
I don't know, man. Are you guys gonna let me be top 3 times in a row?
Oh, man. I don't
Are
know.
you guys sure you want to bring those classes?
How hard is a juggernaut to beat?
I'm playing an Aggro Juggernaut, so you'll be surprised. The guy that I stole this build from, I have a hard time keeping up with him on Platinum when I play the Geth Infiltrator. So, if I can play it as
Oh.
good as he does, it should be insane. But the only thing that could lose is its gold. You guys will kill the enemies before I get there.
I'll just
I
get a
hope we do
huge
that.
map like Rio.
Firebase Giant.
Yes, giant London.
Vancouver.
Well, please don't be London. I just hope it's like a small map, like Glacier or...
I think we all prefer small maps, to be honest.
yes.
You know what? We should do it. Let's do London while you're playing a Drill Adept with a Claymore. I think that's a great idea.
I don't like the direction this is going to.
I will keep it unknown.
It's gonna be London 100%.
Alright, we'll go the 3 of us. We'll see what happens. Where do we end up? Who do we end up against? Oh, well.
High value objective has been compromised.
Oh,
This is
this
gonna
is-
be interesting.
This is perfect setup for me.
This is gonna be interesting. Pretty much perfect for all of us.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Don't mess up my spawn, Yuri. Okay, fine.
Oh, you guys mess with my spawn. What the heck? No, that was mine. Don't do that. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here.
Oh wow, we got a kill streak. That's crazy.
Well, I'm a Drell adept in this map.
Or like,
What do you
6
expect?
enemies in that room. I prime them all with Snap Freeze. Yuri goes in. Don't mind if I just cluster grenade these guys real quick. That was beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
That was beautiful.
That was absolutely amazing.
The Juggernaut may have been a bad pick, but we'll see. We'll see. Once the armor shows up, I think I'll be great.
I don't know.
Oh, that didn't hit you? Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. All right, where'd they go? Oh, I found you. I found you. Can't hide from me. Oh. So who wants to do the objective? Stop breaking the basement spawns.
Let me just do the first one. I have enough points.
Oh, hello. Alright, I'll get this one.
I guess I'll get the one after that.
Oops. Why are they behind me?
These aren't grants. What gives?
I cannot op survival pack. I literally cannot op survival pack. I don't know why.
That is weird. That's a place to get stuck.
I shouldn't have done so many objectives.
Yeah, I did too.
Three kill streaks. Did we nuke once?
I haven't. I think it's you're. It really is just when I prime a whole bunch of stuff, the Snap Freeze, and you follow with a cluster grenade, absolute destruction ensues.
Not only. I think one kill streak I got even without you.
Oh, hello. Ow.
Still alive.
That was fast.
Should have been like, we should do the last challenge on platinum, guys.
No kill streak, but double brute, double banshee, I'll take it.
Well, we're maxed out on kill streaks.
Oh, true, true.
I can't get to the piece of time up there. Should have brought an adrenaline module.
At These waves are going lightning fast.
Why is it always devices?
No!
You've got to be kidding me. Oh.
Right. For what it's worth, I did get 2 last time. So I'm getting this one, and I'm not getting any others.
We just failed to get the game.
Yeah. I set that off that a little too quickly. I'm surprised that I still got that, to be honest. Yeah.
I missed. I missed it good.
That's not even what I meant to.
On my way to the objective, don't worry.
Without cancel revive. Let's die.
That can be arranged. Wrong stick. See.
We need those targets back online. Half the devices are green lit. Stay on it. We need those targets back online.
Oh, hello. No, the swarmers! Oh, this guy's about to sink me. Oh, and thanks for the raid. Lunat, we're doing some Mass Effect 3 multiplayer at the moment. How are you? What were you up to?
Whoops.
I was supposed to detonate. The swarmers, kill the swarmers, kill the swarmers.
Those targets back online.
Just finished
One day we'll
playing.
do the
Oh,
objective.
multiplayer, nice. With Odie. Very nice. Hope you had a good time.
Oh, you nuked that one.
It was a tactical denial of points.
Oh, I was about to do that as well. For the same exact
This
reason.
objective is not going to get done if this brute hits me though.
Don't worry about it. Targets are lit.
Targets are in fact high right now.
I mean, that's what they tell us.
All clear. Good work. Enemy is regrouping.
Could have
Time to reload.
paid more attention to my thermal clips. I don't have any left, and it's wave 7.
This is the wave where I start to shine, my man.
Not so
I
fast.
think you're gonna get the first place again. Definitely Blitz just steals my kills with nukes.
Vids and I teamed up on you, man. That's what it was. We had an agreement.
I am a fan of Devil May Cry, this is true. And Hades. And that does make 2 of us. Oh, that still got me. Oh, dear. that's a lot of enemies over here. That did not work. That should
That
have
person's
been
gonna be doing great.
energy. Ow! Drain!
Mission accomplished. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Bogeys incoming.
It's only wave 8. Don't stop me from doing that then.
Are you out of missiles yet?
One more.
You really should have saved that for the way basement spawn, my man.
Alright, that was multiple banshees, I think. And a Ravager. I'll take that. Ow.
I'm just trying so hard to walk down here to kill something. Hello? Is anybody out there?
No, she's mine. Ow. Where's this
I
Ravager?
feel like I've been robbed. Should have stole that kill fair and square.
Hold on a second. Something there doesn't add up. But no local
that's
Marauder. Or rather, no local Ravager.
Hello. Yes, taking a huge decrease now that I can't spam grenade as much as I want.
I don't know, I'm having a hard time keeping ahead of your score right now.
Uh-oh. Bad timing. That was lucky.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to
I actually got the sound effect as if you were hitting me when you regrouped me.
I still have enough.
I hit the F button like I was trying to melee you.
Okay. Totally stole that one.
Post advantage.
Nope. I tried to really out-cancel with off-spec and used my last one.
Oh, that did not work as well as I thought it was going to.
I don't know how that Banshee was alive. I emptied the entire rear clip in her when she had a 1 armor bar left, and she was just like, okay.
I'm just waiting for my last shot today.
I know.
Like 1 and 2 bars of armor so I can steal your kills.
Oh, you're ahead of me by 2,000 points, Yuri. No.
Oh, it's close.
downed pilot jettisoned his cargo before crashing. Find
Oh, that was not something that. Oh, this is not a good situation to be in. Yeah.
Picked up little one.
Thank you. Ow. You're supposed to be crying. There's definitely a medic behind there, isn't there? Oh no, there will be an objective though. Oh, hello. Thank you. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. That's not great. Nope. It's about Tom's back. The Ravager or the swarmers. They'll get you, man.
Guys, don't worry. The objective is easy to get right now.
Don't worry about it. Ow. Don't worry about
easy
it.
to get, you mean Lid's
very easy
trying
to get.
his best not to die?
Don't worry about it.
That's
It's
exactly
fine.
what I meant. I was fighting 3 brutes, 2 ravagers, and a banshee. It should have been easy
We
to
were
get.
fighting the rest. No.
One moment. One moment. It's not a very good way
How
for me.
many nukes do you have, Yuri?
1.
You better make it count.
Do you have
Oh,
nukes?
man.
No.
Damn it.
You got 10,000 points. You need to get with this nuke, man. Oh, you're
That's
so
new.
close.
Uh-oh. I think of one way people could definitely lose this round. Oh, and I think it's about to happen to me.
Hey, Lids, do you have any nukes?
I may have used them all.
I don't think we're getting you up without the use of nukes right now.
Good enough up, no problem.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine. That's not ideal though.
That strategy has worked so far really good. To just steal your kills in the last second.
You know, man, I think you should keep doing it. If I were you, I would do it. I'd be like, no mercy.
Oh, damn it.
Only 40 seconds, guys.
What just happened to that enemy?
It got deleted.
You just
went
snap freeze,
flying
stole my
through the
banshee
whole-
kill. Ah, Yuri. Ah.
Those?
There's always time for a grab. There may not be time for a grab.
Throw grenades!
Oh, somebody didn't make it. Wait, hold on. That could change everything. That could change
Oh, no,
everything.
He won. He got 5,000 more.
Oh. That was so sweaty, like getting that without thermal clips after wave 7.
Wow. Well done. We almost had all 3 people break 200,000. That would have been ridiculous.
That's what happens when you ignore the objective for 4 minutes at a time.
That is true. That is true.
It would have been a speed run if we didn't.
The Geth Juggernaut was not the play. It was not the play.
Oh, well, GG's.
Well, it was close. The Rigo was the play, though.
Yeah, I mean... You were sitting there stealing my Banshee kills. I don't want to hear it.
I know what you're talking about. Snap freezing through the wall. Banshee 1 bar of armor. Oh, okay, I'll take it.
I
I was
walking
just
away
like,
from-
many times I was looking at the enemy like, 3 bars of armor, 2 bars of armor, 1 bar, quick shot!
That was really funny. But that's
Like,
my last
waiting
game, guys.
for the
GGs.
last bar to shoot and steal the kill.
That
GG's.
was
Thanks
fun,
for
guys.
stopping
GGs.
by.
I'm running.
Catch you later.
Yes, I also gotta leave now.
Alright. Catch you later, Yurui. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, bye.
Alright. And that means we have plenty of space if anyone from chat would like to jump in here. Let me know if there's any challenges you'd like us to do, or general themes or what have you as well. Otherwise, I'll just hop in. And oh. That number just went down, didn't it? That number was higher before we entered the store, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Pretty sure it was. Now, to further punish us, the store is gonna have us wait approximately 2 hours to redeem this Spectre pack. Okay, store, you don't actually need to have it take 2 hours, so that was just... There we are. Alright, so, would anyone from chat like to hop in here to tag along with me? You're welcome to do so. We have a bunch of spots available here, 3 spots if anyone would like to do so. We can take requests from chat if there's anything you'd like to see us do from a character's, weapons, enemies, or arenas standpoint. can make that happen as well. Though at the moment, it's awfully lonely in here. I mean, we could open it up to pugs if we wanted to. That is an option, but if there is anyone from chat who'd like to jump in, I'll give you priority. Priority over the pugs. Let's see, what if we done some adept, done a little bit of soldier. Have we done any engineers today? We did start with demolisher, didn't we? But that's been a little while. Sentinel, we've done some. I don't think we've done an infiltrator. Have we done an infiltrator? That might be the only class we haven't done yet. Did we do a Vanguard? Might not have done either Vanguard or Infiltrator, now that I think of it. So maybe we go for one of those. What if we do... I mean, we could cheese it with the Ghost. Especially if we're going to open up to pugs, which we might be looking to do. Again, like, if anyone wants to jump in, you're welcome to. But if not, then I will open it up to public lobby, and maybe we go for a relatively safe pick with the Ghost, and that way, if things go horribly wrong, we still feel relatively comfortable carrying the team. Do we blow through the Cyclonics that we just picked up? And or you could hop in. Go for it. Let's do it. Let's see. Oh wait, we did not. We should have friended each other on Origin / the EA app. But we can still get you in via the methodology we did before. We can go Condor, Collector, Platinum, and just search for that. We can get you in that way. Did send... Oh, hold on. Now the other question then is said app actually... Hold on, let me try to open that app. Is it actually going to open for me? Because I'm pressing the button, and it's giving the little loading screen, or little, like, blue circle loading thing, and nothing happens. So, maybe one day, that'll... fair. In that case, 100% entirely on me. Correct. But also on the EA app, for being a dysfunctional app. Alright, so if you have this set up, then I will switch it over to public and we can get you in that way. Add you on EA app, but won't be playing anymore tonight. You're welcome to send me a friend request, but as I was just saying, for some reason, I recently got a new computer, new PC, and when I did so, I had to mess around a lot with Origin and the EA app, and apparently there are a bunch of things that are changing there, and it's arguably making it even more dysfunctional than it was before. And now I borderline just could never actually open up the standalone version of the app. So it's a little bit hard for me to accept friend requests for that reason, but I think I can figure it out. At some point, I'll just off stream catch up on requests and what have you, and hopefully that will work. But yeah, so we'll try to get a Nor in here. We should still have room for a couple more, though, even once we do get a Nor. So if anyone else is interested, let me know. We can get you. Otherwise, I mean, we can open it up to pugs again. That's always an option, I suppose. Let me know when you're good in Nor, and I'll make it public. Oh, and let me see if you're in Discord as well. Because you are. Because you are. There we go. Alright. Nora's in Discord. And last time I feel like we might have gotten a random pug that it was actually looking for Condor Collector Platinum. I mean, there's always a chance that ends up happening, but in all likelihood, it is a relatively reliable way to get someone in even when they're not on your friends list. And, you know, we might be looking for one or two other people anyway. we doing on, oh, nope, didn't mean to click that. On consumables here. Oh. Not great, is the answer. Not great, is the answer. All set? Okay, hold on. Let me switch it to public then. 1 second. Come on, store. I don't even want to be here anymore. Okay. There we go. See if this gets you. Hopefully it will. Should be up now. Theoretically. Theoretically, at least. It's searching. In theory, alright, we could try swapping it around to a different combination if for some reason that's not cooperating. It should have found me by now, I would think. What if we go... Here, let me switch it to something else. Unless you're, like, in the process of getting in right now. Okay, let me go... Let's do... I guess all the way to the right. Firebase White Hazard. And... Geth? On Platinum? I guess? Just that it's a different setting for both the arena and the enemy, and Platinum is obviously at least the most reliable way to make sure I'm getting you and just you, but I mean, we could drop down to gold. See if that works. But I've made it public now. So, White Hazard all the way on the right, and then Geth. Fingers crossed that this is going to work. Otherwise, I might want to just remake the lobby, and that might be a bugged out lobby a little bit. Misbehaving in that way. So it shouldn't take that long to get you in. Yeah, why don't I do that? It seems like perhaps the lobby is misbehaving. Let me make a new one. Or see if, like, maybe I can even log into the Origin/EA app online rather than the actual local application on my computer. Alright, let's just stick with what we had before. So, White, Geth, Platinum, or White Hazard, Geth, Platinum, should be what you're just searching. Yeah, no, that shouldn't happen. I don't oh, what? Oh, right, no, this is making lobby. Okay, for a second I thought I was immediately joining an existing game. Okay, so, yes. White Hazard, Geth, Platinum. I'm gonna make it public. If this doesn't work, maybe I'll see if I can log on to the EA app on a browser. Hopefully I remember my password. Then I can just accept your friend request and we can get you in the preferred way, the more straightforward way. Let's see, did I write down my password? Maybe I wrote down my password. I hope I wrote down my password for EA app. Theoretically, I did. So if such a thing exists, if I can actually log into the EA app online, then maybe I can make that work there? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave this open, the public White, Geth, Platinum. But I'm gonna throw this screen on real quick as I attempt to log into the EA app and see if that is possible. No, I don't want to download. Can I just log in? Is there an online version of the EA app? I guess maybe that, or like just Maybe Origin? I don't want to download it, I want to log in. That is a thing, right? That is a thing. Just double checking she's not gotten in without that. Otherwise... I mean, I would close and reopen the EA app, but it's probably gonna... just restart the whole game? Probably would require doing that. Or at least it would disconnect me from multiplayer, I imagine. Strange. Okay, let me just see. Can I log in to anything online? EA Play is probably something different, right? That's probably something I'm supposed to pay for. Separately. The EA app. I don't want to download it. I want to run it online. Alright, I will give it 30 more seconds just Googling EA app online. No, I don't want to run it. Don't want to download it. Can you play EA app online? Yes, EA Play. No, not EA Play. Not EA Play. Blah. EA, why is your software so abysmally atrocious? Alright. I'm gonna try restarting. Or at least restarting the EA app, which I imagine is gonna probably crash Mass Effect or force me to restart Mass Effect. Cause that is kind of important to be able to get people in here. Right, I'm closing the EA app. I'm now going to launch the EA app. Will it actually open properly? Maybe. Maybe not. Because it doesn't really seem like it. Nope. How can you have a critical piece of software like this that just does not work? Okay, try one more time. EA background service, I don't know what that is, but I'll close that too. Then EA. It says it's running, it says it's doing things, I can't see it. What gives? Why? Yeah, it's just, non-functional app? Oh yeah, it is gonna make me restart Mass Effect 3. Because I did mess with the EA app? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna reboot Mass Effect 3. I guess why don't we both just reboot Mass Effect 3 and hope that that does the trick? But yeah, that's like basically just got a new computer and now Origins / the EA app no longer work is more or less what that comes down to, which is kind of ludicrous. And by kind of ludicrous, I mean that is ludicrous. If I just try Origin, maybe? Okay, no. I'm not gonna mess with Origin, because my computer said bad things are gonna happen if I mess with Origin. So I won't do that. Alright. Mass Effect 3 is back. Theoretically. Yeah, and I think, you know, other people have messed around a little bit more with the oddities, the quirks that are the dysfunctionalities that the EA app / Origin has, and maybe I can get some tips from other people as to how I can still possibly get it to work. So it's not as if you show up yet, because we have not yet accepted friend requests from one another. But, okay, so I have it set up for... let's try going back to Condor, Collector, Platinum. Let's do that. Condor, Collector, Platinum. We've both restarted our computers. Will this work? Let me know when you have this set up, and I will make it public. All good? Fingers crossed, otherwise... Lunch with lids. Could you hear me crunching? I was crunching on some wheat thins. I don't know. Otherwise... I mean, Vormav, if you want to hop in here, you're welcome to hop in here. And... you two, if you both have functioning Origin/EA apps, you could friend one another, and... Vormav, you could join off me. And then Anor can join off Vormav, because I do have Vormav friended. Or at least, I should. It doesn't work. That is weird. Yeah, I just... Like, clearly this is not a sustainable solution, having this not really functional EA app. I need to figure that out. Yeah, it's searching, but that's about it. There's a chance that if I started a match, you might get into it, but clearly something is up. So yeah, if anyone who is already EA app/Origin friends with me wants to hop in, I can send you the invite, and I can get you in, and then maybe we can have Anor join in off whoever that person is. If that works with you guys. Because outside of that, Origin really does not want Anor to play with us, apparently. Yeah, I mean, occasionally things like this have happened before. Just kind of the... Again, the features that sometimes come with Mass Effect 3, unfortunately. Well, / Origin and EA. Lids, EA is just a small indie company. They can't afford to keep up their servers and whatnot. And keep them bug-free. Yeah. Okay. Alright, Vormav, if you want to hop in, Vormav, I can send you an invite, and you can probably still join up me, because we are already friends. That much we could arrange. Okay, there is Vormav. Confirmed, it is at least possible to get somebody in a lobby with me, so that's something. And then I think we might have even done this last week. Vormav being the conduit through which other people were able to join lobbies with me because of this stinking EA app. Let's see. Yeah, and Vormav, you're welcome to hop in here in Discord if you'd like as well. And, I mean, to be blunt, obviously that's not fair to Vormav, but thank you, Vormav, if you're willing to try that out. I mean, you've already done it once, I think, so thank you for that previous time, and you're up for it this time as well. Uh-oh. Now you're scaring me, Vormav. Now you're scaring me. Okay. Vormav's back. Like, maybe it's not possible after all. It was just a fluke. believe Vormav... there's maybe at one point in time a question as to whether Vormav was a figment of our imagination. I think Vormav is real, though. Slasher is a figment of our imagination. We have definitely confirmed that much. But I think the fact that Vormav is here does prove that it is at least possible to get someone here. Joining game, fingers crossed. Uh-oh. It's just taking a while to join the game. Could be the joining bug? What is the... Ooh. Alright, Vormap. It sounds like you might be onto something here. I'm not sure I'm that familiar with the joining bug. Used to know how it works, but now it seems to be more random. We know Honor should have all the right DLCs. Is this the one from having the, like, a certain achievement unlocked that makes it so that Mass Effect multiplayer doesn't load properly or something like that? No, that stopped you from loading a multiplayer in the first place, doesn't it? I don't know. I'm probably thinking of something entirely different. I think it was a thing. Well, that's not Honor. I don't think it is. I think the achievement in question is from the campaign, though. Because, I don't know, I never ran into that issue, and I have not played the campaign on this copy of Mass Effect 3. I've not, through Steam, gotten any of the single, or campaign-based achievements. Thought what worked was having the host and player both restart their game. And we did technically do that, but we weren't... I mean, we could try one more time. Could give it a go. Alright, especially since we got someone in here we didn't really intend to play with. That fix isn't as consistent as it once seemed. Okay, I'm gonna try that one more time. I've closed Mass Effect. So you can see on my little taskbar here, like this is the EA app. I'm gonna press on this. Momentarily get the little blue circle loady bar thing. Or, hold on. Now you can see it a little bit better. I guess it's cut off a little bit, but that's the EA app symbol. Click on this a bazillion times, and nothing happens. So that's the situation in which I find myself. It's like, okay, I just want to, run the app that is apparently, supposedly, installed on my computer, but nope, no, that's not allowed, as it turns out. Should be starting back up, though. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, we did technically both restart previously, but hopefully this time we can get it to work properly. So, yeah, Honor and Vormav, did you two friend each other, and Honor, you tried joining off Vormav? Is that what we were going for that time? Is now Mass Effect 3 just not going to launch? Is now, have I made it even worse, and now Mass Effect 3 doesn't want to launch either? EA app. EA app. It's not just that you're bad, it's that you are actually making matters worse than if you didn't exist at all. It's not that you're just inconvenient, it's that you actually prevent me from playing the game. Because that does appear to be what's happening right now. Yes, that is what is happening right now. It is not letting me play the game. Alright, closing EA app. On taskbar. End task. Now, launch Mass Effect 3. Maybe. Usually get this little pop-up, which goes away momentarily. I think that's a good sign. Then it usually does end up running. We shall see. This is what I mean. This is like, okay, there's only so much I can do when the app does this. Okay, there we go. Yeah. There we go. It's only so much I feel as though I can do when the application that's supposed to launch and run the program, run the game, is as dysfunctional as that. And it was comparatively, I mean, sure, it was still occasionally bad when I had my old computer, but once I switched computers just a month or so ago, got so much worse. So just a heads up, if anybody's thinking about switching computers soon, just a heads up that you might need to go into switch things up a little bit on Origin and the EA app, and it might mess with some things. Okay, but I do have a lobby up now. Theoretically, Vormav is in. The exceptionally aggravating app is extremely accurate. I mean, I'm kind of curious if Vormav were to host a lobby, if we could get other people in through Vormav and I just join off Vormav. I mean, it partially just to troubleshoot and see. I assume it's something to do on my end, I guess. Or something between myself and Anor trying to link up in a match, and maybe having Vormav be the host would change that. I have no idea. Trying to make any sense out of the EA app is difficult. Nothing? Alright. We could give that a go. I think it's probably, I believe, further away for an ore, but we can give it a shot. At this point, having a lobby that is far away is probably still better than having no lobby at all. And it's your game crash. Oh my gosh. Origin, EA app, Mass Effect. Why you do this? Why you do this? It didn't crash? Okay. But nothing on your end? Okay, so yeah, what if... But you're indefinitely stuck. Yeah. Okay. Let's try seeing if we have Vormav hosts. Vormav, I think you're going to have to invite me, though, because otherwise I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to join off you with my dysfunctional, non-functional EA app. I hope I still get a pop-up here saying that you invite me. But even that, I'm not sure of, to be honest. I mean, it's not your fault, because EA app and Origin are just so horribly made. EA app is so advanced that our PC technology is outdated. But that's the weird thing. Like, I mean, obviously, you're joking. But, on the other hand, my older computer used it comparatively much better. Then I upgraded computers, and it got substantially worse. Which is just totally backwards logic. Yeah, Vormav, if you have invited me, I have not seen any invites, for what it's worth. So I'm not even sure I could join you. Unless we did a random... Unless I tried to do the same thing where I join a lobby that is... There we go. Okay, hold on. I did get that one. Okay, so I'll just take whatever. Can I join off Vormav? Hey! It does work! We just had to have Vormav host. Alright, Who the heck knows why? But apparently, when Vormav hosts, all of our problems are gone. Knock on wood. Alright. Vormav, thank you for solving our problems. Alright. Well, now... well... Okay. In theory, hopefully we can now do some matches. So, let's see. Anor... So Anor was still relatively new to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, so she's still leveling up characters and what have you. Last week we were doing some stuff with your Infiltrator, right? Do you want to stick with that, or do you want to switch it up for something else? What do you want to go for? So I'm happy to build around whatever you want to focus on. Let you snipe? Okay. If you're sniping, and you're close to reaching level 20 as well. If you're sniping, so I can do a number of things that could freeze enemies to make it easier to snipe. That's certainly an option. It's maybe the most straightforward way to support. Tark is going custom challenge. Okay, Tark, for what it's worth, Anor is new to Mass Effect 3 and may not have much in the way of specific characters or weapons or what have you. But we can give it a shot. I'm kind of tempted to go Volus Adept. Does Anor have Drell Adept? I kind of doubt it. I think... Yeah, for the most part at this stage, we're basically just showing her the ropes for various characters, because it's like, she's played base human adept and base human infiltrator, and I think that's about it. And has maybe unlocked a couple of the uncommon characters, but that's maybe it. Alright, no worries, Tark. So... I could go Volus Adept. I'm not going to be contributing that much directly, but in terms of supports, I can help keep you alive, and I can freeze enemies. So maybe I'll go for that. Acolyte is definitely not what I'm going to focus on, though. We do have room. We do have room if you want to hop in. Yeah. We do have room. Oh, well, I do... Hold on. Oh, I do need to have a weapon equipped. That's... I thought I was accidentally leaving the lobby for a second there. Vormav is currently hosting. Because for reasons unknown to me, apparently Anor and I cannot be in the same lobby when I'm hosting. Thanks, EA app. But, Anor is continuing to experiment with the Infiltrator, so I'm going to go with Volus Adept to help give her shield boosts and freeze enemies. And I'll go probably, maybe even something snipery on my end.
Fancy.
Oh, perhaps, perhaps.
Welcome to Mass Effect 3, Anor.
EA magic, exactly. What should I go for? I'll go Black Widow. A rare voluntary sniper pick for me.
Did you have a theme or a sort of special challenge for this world?
Not really. Just basically let Anor take whatever character she wants to experiment with, and then doing what I can to do something that is at least somewhat supportive of whatever archetype she's working with.
Sorry, I said he before. Sorry about that.
Let's see. So I'm gonna go. My reload or my recharge time's gonna be really slow. It's gonna be kind of annoying. Is it worth? What is the? Is it mental focuser, or is that power damage, or is that recharge? Forget.
What are you playing?
Volus Adept, but I'm looking for, what is the name of the recharge gear? Recharge speed?
Well, you have the expert package or the commando package for biotics. But recharge speed, that's omnicapacitor? No, that's...
It does give recharge,
Recharge.
but it's tech damage as well. Is there a pure
Oh,
recharge
yeah.
speed one?
Yeah, there is. Is the mental focuser?
It's pure damage.
Why do I not remember this? Probably because I never used it.
I know, I don't either. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Wait, I feel like I just... There it is. Structural
I know it
ergonomics.
exists. Oh, there you go.
Structural ergonomics is it. Because I think
I
otherwise
think
I'm gonna
I would have guessed
stu-
based on the name.
Yeah,
It sounds like it should be like melee damage, structural ergonomics.
or something tech-based, I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go... I could go even efficiency. Yeah, maybe I'll go efficiency here. Should have built-in piercing, right? I have additional piercing there. I'll go warp rounds. Okay. Any advice on cryoblast? I'm not a great cryoblast person, but I will defer to Vormav and Tark on that. It's a
I love it.
debuff.
Yeah, so Cryoblast is really great at crowd controlling mooks, and it's also great at debuffing armored enemies. So basically, just open with it. Which character are you playing? Sorry, I didn't see.
I think base infiltrator.
Human infiltrator.
Yeah, so basically, before you start shooting, you cloak, you throw out the Cryoblast, and then you gun them down. Also, since you're sniping, it's a really great way to get a headshot if you can freeze the enemies with Cryoblast. Be aware though, Cryoblast does not freeze shielded or armored targets.
Right. And just as a sniper, when you break cloak, your damage buff lasts for about a half second after you break cloak. And during that time, you can still cast powers. So it's possible to break cloak and still cast your cryoblast at the same time, even though you don't take bonus power.
Yes.
So that's where I think the other week I was saying how infiltrators in general, there's definitely a rhythm to them, managing your cloak. And that is largely built around when you break your cloak, getting as much value as you can out of that brief moment where you have that bonus damage. So basically, you break the cloak, you want to be shooting, you want to be using whatever power you can, and then that way you're getting the extra damage, and you know, you then have your cooldown, and eventually you get the cloak back and rinse repeat.
Also, when you use a power while you're cloaked, you only trigger the cloak's cooldown. So basically, you don't have to worry about Cryoblast cooldown at all.
Yeah. And the longer that you have cloak active for, the more of the cooldown you're going to have to eat. So if you just cloak, then fire, you've got the shortest possible cooldown.
Yeah, I think that's maybe, you know, not to shower you with all the intricacies of Infiltrator, but I think that's maybe we'll leave it at that.
Let's break into a couple like essays on how you should be.
Let me find my spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we've been playing this game for 10 years, so there's a lot of useless knowledge sitting around.
I think I'm good whenever you guys are, though.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, so to keep it simple, I think get as much value as you can after you break your cloak. Shoot. Use a power, what have you.
The settings you guys want?
What are we... Honor, is gold good for you? I know we were on gold eventually last week, but we started out on silver. Are you good going straight into gold? Do you want to do a warm-up first?
Yeah, see, we gave her all the mechanics, and we didn't tell her how to spec it.
Basically anything that says it's gonna weaken the enemy or weaken their armor, go for that.
Yeah, I like radius on rank 4. It's rank 4 radius, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
radius.
The
what about rank 5? Speed reduction versus cryo explosion.
I've never been a fan of speed reduction mechanics.
Yeah, damage to chilled and frozen targets is best.
Oh yes, I thought that was only for combos. That name is kind of misleading.
And armor on rank 6 is definitely the way to go.
Yeah. So the way I have it built here, where it's bottom for all of them.
You've got it right.
Like 6A is literally useless because you don't have to worry about the recharge speed at all. If you
Just
use it
improve
while
the
cloak.
recharge speed of my 1.5 second cooldown ability that is never even going to be the thing that determines my cooldown.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's an easy change, easy choice.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm good whenever you guys are.
That's useless knowledge for any infiltrator. The cooldown of your other powers don't really matter.
Yep. Unless you're not cloaking. It happens.
You dare?
You dare not to
Yeah.
cloak?
Yeah, and an escort.
Oh,
That's
fair.
about it.
Fair. I was trying to think, like, is there a specific class, a specific character under Infiltrator that you would not usually cloak with?
Objective has been compromised.
Also, I'm not an Infiltrator, but I will cloak
It's
as well.
pretty much exclusively objective waves. When you want, if you're like not on the disable device and you want the enemy to go for you instead of whoever's disabling.
Ooh, it's a good
Don't
enemy
cloak.
for sniping stuff, because collectors have humongous heads. But where are they? There they are. Not so excuse me, you fell out of my stasis. That's illegal. Let's see, who is... I'm hanging out with Tark right now. So yeah, whoever's hanging out with me, I'm just gonna be basically freezing enemies all the time and trying to help you
Yeah,
all get
keep-
easy headshots.
Keep stasising, I'll reave and get an explosion. Give you an explosion.
I'm also just instinctively... Oh, that doesn't work. Instinctively, oh, that's not good. Just casually no-scope that guy. With a headshot, apparently. I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind.
Enemy is regrouping.
Yeah, so, Anor, I can give you shields if you're standing next to me or near me, and I will also freeze enemies to help people get headshots, so I am basically a support character.
I will give you happy thoughts.
And I'll give you lag issues? I'm just assuming.
Yeah, Vormav, I think, is further away than I am for our European amigos. So I'm hoping
Yes.
this still works when he's hosting. It's fine on my end, but I'm definitely comparatively much closer. Ow. Oops.
Team member offline.
You hadn't said that, you could have blamed that on lag.
No, I would never. I would never. Oh, thank you.
No,
Hold on.
sir.
Have shields, please. There you go. You may shoot him now. Well done. That is, ow! That is the appeal of the stasis.
Top marks, team.
Shoot him in the head from point blank if you want.
Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
You bet.
Our remote weapon triggers have been
Ooh,
disabled.
this is all of our specialties.
Find them and power
I
them
got
up.
this one if you can keep the guys above me away from me. And I think you can. Oh, hello, Praetorian.
Besides maybe
Hello,
this guy.
Praetorian.
This is fine.
Goodbye,
Oh, my
Praetorian.
missile went through the floor. So that's great. Just casually no-scope it while I'm at it. Oh, look out. Look out. 1 second. I'm on cooldown. Oh, that's a grenade as well.
Half the devices are back in business. Keep on it.
No, I overheated my weapon just before it died.
Ow. Ow.
Ormav rudely stole my kill.
Oh, I missed.
The Revenant doesn't steal kills.
Have I mentioned out that I don't like
Anyone who
sniper
gets a
weapons?
kill, other than with the Revenant, is stealing a kill from the Revenant. is obviously true because the Revenant is constantly shooting in every direction.
Did you voluntarily take the Revenant format?
Yeah, of course.
Some bold strategy, Cotton. Oh, there are a bunch of crabs over there, Nor. If you'd like. Oh, and here. Except I can't get them.
Yeah, I gotta grab.
Okay. Wait, what? No, you didn't. Hold on a second. Oh no.
You guys need some. How you guys doing?
We're doing.
Have
We're
a
doing
turret.
fine here. Oh, I'm not allowed to. Oh no, you're running. That's why. It's like, oh, that's a concern. Oh, that's not good though. Oh yeah. Everything is fine. First of all. Everything is losing pressure. Oh, well, it was nice knowing you all. Victorian's just having a nice little frivolous afternoon snack. Also, apparently I got stomped. So but everything is fine, okay? Contract fulfilled.
Stay in the bubble of happiness.
That was supposed to be a stasis, but I'll just kill the guy instead. Oh, hey. That's the headshots one. That works pretty well. I did need that.
Nice.
I keep on instinctively reloading after every shot, which I do not need to do on the Black Widow. Oh, there's a Scion up here with me. 1 second. 1 second. Ow, I don't want to be stuck here. Thank you. Oh, behind you. Look out. I hear a Scion. I don't see the Scion.
Well done, team. Contract fulfilled. Regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
Did you take adrenaline form of?
Of course.
I was gonna say, you are very speedy.
This is the only speed a Juggernaut moves at. In as much as I refuse to play a Juggernaut with anything other than adrenaline.
Nope, I missed. Ow.
Squad member in trouble.
Worth it? Question mark? Ow.
Oh,
Oh. I got you.
1 second.
thank you.
I missed.
Nice.
Well, I was about to say it's not going to happen very often, and then to be fair, I did just do it immediately afterward, but...
I was amused by the triangulation between you and Anna.
Uh-oh. Oh. Everything is fine. Oh, I missed. totally stole that from you.
I forgive you.
I will not deny it.
Enemy down to 50% strength. We've got intel that strategic enemy personnel are
Oh, I think I know where they're gonna be.
targets and terminate. Nice work, target down. New target has been spotted.
Ow. Ow. Oh man, 25 kills. We're getting somewhere. Look out. Target was somewhere over there, I'm pretty sure. But I just fired aimlessly in that general direction.
Sure, that did something.
Maybe. Oh, that's not good. There are bad guys coming through that door there, by the way. Would not recommend. Would not recommend. Thank you. Hey, that's a target. Ow. Oops.
Targets are cleared. Excellent work.
Excuse me, Tark, you were shooting my corpse as you revived me? It's the only way to do it. Oh, that's wrong one.
How do you revive people?
I revive people by giving them a shield boost as soon as I do so. The exact opposite of what you did to me. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. This is not good. This is not ideal. Oh, did he? He did stomp me, didn't he? Oh. Disrespectful.
Mission accomplished. Enemy is regrouping. Time
I
to
am
reload.
stasis.
I am the stasis.
Here they come.
Do you see this? Do you see this as well? I don't want to move. This is too good. I want to be here for the rest of the match. I'm going to fight the rest of this match while within this stasis bubble because I can't think of a better place to be.
Oh, this is the abomination
Oh,
wave.
I had to move it though.
No, I got headshots.
Oh, 2 for 1? 2 headshots for 1. Let's go. Okay, that, granted, it's going to require that I shoot him in the butt in that case. Oh. No, I could have blown that guy up on you. But I chose not to. Ow. Freeze the bees. Hold on. Don't dare try to punch me, bro. Bees almost killed me just then. Pretty sure. Oh, that's who's shooting me. It's almost like if I were actually a capable sniper, this would be a good setup.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Bogeys incoming.
Z again, sounds like.
Left side. Walk into the bubble. I dare ya. Walk into the bubble. It's just all these. If only I could grab. If only I could grab. Sad face. Sad Volus face.
On my way. Oh,
Oh, or not, well. Apparently I'm not dead? What? No way I could have seen those guys. Oh, that's, okay.
oh, sorry, that was my bad.
That's not a great time to get beat.
It's so hard to see anything as a Volus. Oh, that was...
I gotta say, I don't appreciate the bees making the Revenant even more inaccurate.
Hold on. I know exactly what to do to this Praetorian. I know exactly what to do to this Praetorian. Oh, he was staggered. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
Here, I'll give you a little bit more.
Oh, so close. So close. Oh. Ow.
Wanna grab?
I hear something over here. Is it a Scion? Yeah, sounds like a Scion to me. That guy too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Here they come.
Happy birthday!
Oh, found the mobs.
Oh, I just do. That's not gonna work on those guys.
No, I was gonna say something, but no, it doesn't even.
Oh, hello. Whoa, there's 3 abominations on me. Oh, you know what that means? It's time.
Beach balls time?
Got at least 1 kill.
Oh,
from that.
Mantis headshot time.
That did not work, did it?
We can't grab you, no one can.
Ha! Yes. Hello? Ow. That hurt. You're not dead yet. Now you are.
Nice.
Oh, there's going for me now. Uh-oh. Oh. Your turn. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait, these. You weren't invited. Right in the chin. Oh, no ammo.
That's all of them. Good work. Enemy is still active. Stay alert.
Tark, why did you wake up today and choose violence?
Off his intel in a drone. Get it up.
Can't help it. My father used to punish me severely.
Oh, wait, where's the objective? Wait, it's down there and I got the shield boost from it? No, it's up here. Uh-oh. That's not good.
Stay focused and get to that drone.
That's also not good. Uh-oh. 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 That's gonna kill me. Thank you.
Shuts down defensively.
Right, I've had enough from the Kimo Galleon.
Everything is fine. Everything is not fine. I tried to run away from the Praetorian and I got a different Praetorian instead. Oh. Thank you.
Have you had your Praetorian today?
No, apparently not. What happened over here?
It needs a friendly pilot. The drone is down. Get close again.
Oh, hello. Oh, look out for me. You're fine. Ow. Oh, I was about to try to melee him to death. Darn.
Shuttle on its way. Get to the designated LZ.
Okay, this back corner. Ow. This is gonna kill me.
Yes, keep shooting the boneless.
Power of shield boost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Excuse me, Tark, I can't see past you. I'm a little too short.
Yeah, but that's the.
Oh, there he is. Yep, one moment. I will get you and ignore the Praetorian.
Get to the LZ.
Oops.
Oh, also, whoops.
Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Everything is fine. Darkos, that was close. Yes. Oh, is that also Praetorian? I don't know. Yes,
that's a
yes, it
sign.
is.
Yeah, that is definitely a sign. All right.
I really wanted that to also kill you in exploded format. Oh, goodness.
That was actually the damage per time from that too.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, we know that was a kill streak. I'm shocked.
Everything is fine.
Oh my goodness.
Everything is a kill streak.
30 seconds.
You spent more time dead on this wave than alive. Oh, hello. Oh, I missed. Did I? Oh, I'm not gonna stick around to check. 15 seconds. I have missed.
Shuttle has arrived. We're running out of time. Game secured. Well done, team.
Nice. That was an interesting last wave there.
Yes. That is an excellent word for it. Interesting.
I mean, across all of us, we probably had, what, like 7 deaths in about a 5-second span?
About that.
That was a good one, though. Alright, were you level 17 before, Nor? Did you get 1 level from
It
that?
was 18.
Now you are. But was that no levels from that one? I mean, it does take longer once you get up to...
Yeah, she
Around there.
very nearly made 19.
Oh, it still shows up as 18 on my screen. Oh,
No, she's just short, is what I
oh
mean.
just short. I see. Got 3 grabs. Yes, well done. That is a very good grab map. All right, so Honor, what would you like to do for this one? And I'll adapt and build around that. Switching over to engineer. Oh, and don't forget to open up your packs as well. So that could give you some nice stuff.
Oh, my Vanguard is still level 1. Thanks, game, for throwing me out during extraction.
Oh.
When was this?
I was on the stream a bit earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Just as we were extracting, my game crashed.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, get something?
Oh, new character? New weapon?
Oh,
you got the
Drell
Drell
Adept?
adapted, yeah? So, I paid for a challenge, didn't I, Lids?
I think you did. Also, I'm pretty sure the Nord
Yeah.
just got a level from the packs, because she was level 6 a minute ago, and now she's level 7. So that's one of the little bonuses of it as well.
So, the challenge is not complicated. Everyone plays a Drell Adept on Rio.
Okay.
You are not allowed to fire your weapon.
Oh. That's it?
That's it.
Okay. We could give that a shot.
And any enemy?
Yeah, anything else?
I didn't really consider an enemy, but let's do. Who do we want to blow up with grenades for 20 minutes? I'm gonna say Cerberus.
Cerberus?
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's fine.
Oh yeah, Nenor was playing Adept previously, so she's already up to 17 there.
So I'm assuming everyone's gonna grab it, but if you don't, well, you have to grab grenade capacity. I mean, Honor, if you don't have it, that's fine. Just use whatever gear you want.
And so for building this guy, I don't have a ton of experience with him, so others may be more qualified to speak to him than I can, but just generally speaking, Drell are super fast and a lot of damage, but
Yes.
very squishy.
Yeah, so the Drell Adept, I mean, some people like to play around with pull. I have 3 points in it for utility, just
Yeah,
to
same.
get rid of Guardian Shields and stuff like that.
Yeah, and since you're level
I-
17, it might make sense to just not take anything in pull.
Yeah, so you basically reeve everything, and then you throw a grenade at it. That's it.
Throw a lot of grenades at something.
Yeah.
Yes. The cluster grenades, they set off everything that's primed, and reeve primes multiple enemies at once. So I chose Rio because it's the grenade map. You have tons of ammo boxes, and they store up to 3 grenades.
Okay. So yeah, key abilities here. Reeve is your opener, and Cluster Grenade as your finisher.
Yeah, Reeve is also great that it staggers enemies, so if you suddenly have some mook in front of you, you just reeve him and he falls back.
And when it comes to Reeve, rank 4, you probably want the Radius, right?
Definitely the radius.
That's how you set up multiple enemies for explosions.
Yeah, I got radius damage reduction. The damage reduction too is more or less needed because the drill is really squishy if you don't reeve everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if we're not going to be firing weapons, then recharge speed's almost pointless.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, for rank 6, I think damage duration is a far better choice than barriers and armor.
And there you have it. That is why
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
not
that's
very
the
good at
way
this
I have it
character.
set too.
Yes. You don't really use Reeve for its damage anyway. It's like 120 damage per second or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's mostly a setup skill.
Yeah. Cluster grenades, on the other hand,
Things go boom.
Huge.
things go very boom boom.
Unless they go boom and then they go flying,
Yes.
because that's excellent.
No firing weapons.
So what should I get for cluster grenades?
Good
You
question.
need advice?
You want the shrapnel for rank 6 for sure, because that's basically another explosion for you.
Other than that, I think you have some flexibility. Oh, you probably want rank 5. I think you definitely want damage combo, right?
There's extra damage to that applies against any biotically primed target.
Yeah.
It's not just lifted
Yeah,
targets.
that's a misleading name.
Yeah, I used to think a damage combo was dog shit, but it's actually, in my opinion, a better choice than having 2 extra grenades, because you're already gonna have 7 grenades on if you have grenade capacity. If you don't have grenade capacity on Nor,
that's actually a good point.
want to consider grenade capacity at rank 5.
That's a good point.
You could also like pick. You have Warfighter package, which gives you 2 extra grenades, and you have Shock Trooper. That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll show you the equipment spots. If you have either grenade capacity is pure grenades, so if you have this, that's ideal. If you don't, there are a couple of hybrid grenade ones with Warfighter package, which gives a little bit, and the other one is Shock Trooper, gives a little bit of grenades as well. So if you have any of those, no? Okay. Then it might make sense, as Tark was saying there, to actually just get the extra grenades on rank 5. Because otherwise,
so you'll
you're
have
gonna have a little
4
less.
instead of 2.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, especially if we're not doing weapons. That probably makes a lot of sense in that case.
Otherwise, you're gonna be basically stuck on a ammo box for the game.
Yeah, and I mean, on Rio, there are 2 ammo boxes right next to each other in the middle, so it's maybe not the worst place for that to be.
You don't,
but
as a drill, you're not going to be camping
you're
in the middle.
die very quickly if you're standing there. That's true.
Always be moving.
Yep.
That's how you stay alive.
That's true. That is true.
That said, there are 4 ammo crates in the back around the boxes and pillars.
Yeah.
They're
There's
really
also
that
2
many?
near
1,
LZ.
2, 3. I can only think of 3. I'm forgetting one.
1 at the base of the
yes,
stairs,
yes.
2 in the crates,
I forgot about
and
the
1
other
over
one in
by
the
the pillars.
Side of the crates is the one I forgot. Yeah, so that's Cluster Grenade and Reeve are your damaging abilities, of course. I think you probably skip Pull if you're not fully leveled yet. I don't know if you're going to have quite enough then to go and fully invest in Drell Assassin and Fitness. You might have a little bit, or not quite enough to make that work.
Yeah, the most important things for you to max out would be Cluster Grenade, Cluster Grenade and Reeve.
Yeah. Whatever you have left, I think you can throw into your fitness.
After that, I would max Fitness, looking at like all bottom, because you want the movement speed.
And extra survivability. So that's your defensive passive stuff.
That's a very drill thing, by the way, having movement speed in your fitness.
You're gonna be fast. This is probably going to be significantly faster than any character you've played before.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Drell Assassin is fine. That's just offensive, generally, the passives here.
Yeah. So basically, ammo bonus and weapon bonus you can leave blank. The only thing you have to worry about when it comes to weapons is that your recharge speed is 200. So any heavy pistol, basically. And attach a power magnifier to it. If you have it.
Yeah. I think she's been mostly opening up the recruit packs for leveling up the starter weapons as quickly as possible. So nice. Level 9 Predator, level 5 Avenger. I mean, Avenger is usually better than Predator, but with that much of a difference, Avenger might still be better, though. Fitness, Grenade, Reeve are rank 6. That's good. That's good. Yeah. I think that's a good place to be.
Throw the
Anything
rest in,
else?
Yep, that's
yeah.
fine.
Throw
know,
the rest in Drill Assassin. Oh,
Throw a
nice.
few points in if you can for your Drell Assassin. Rank 2 Drell Assassin? Yeah. Yeah, that should put you in a pretty good place.
It genuinely, the most important thing is that Reeve and grenades are at max. That is by far the most important thing. Like, even how you spec them out isn't as important as having them maxed.
Mm-hmm. You are
Don't
just...
be discouraged if you die a lot on this character.
Everyone does.
Yeah, he is really squishy. Reeve has a secondary effect where it gives you 40% damage reduction the way you expect it, so it's really important to keep using it. You're gonna see sort of blue tendrils glowing off your character whenever you have the damage reduction active on you.
Okay. Ooh, breaking out the Cyclonic as well. Okay, for what it's worth, this is one of the few characters where a Cyclonic probably doesn't make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power
it
amplifier.
won't do anything for you.
Although that is usually very helpful. I would say this is one occasion where you have so little shields, increasing almost 0 by, 10% or whatever it is just not going to change much.
Yeah.
If you have a power amplifier, power efficiency, even like adrenaline module would be fun.
Adrenaline module run even faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adrenaline module is usually my go-to on drill or any grenade class when there are other grenade classes around for reasons.
Let's see if we can get the grenade capacity of Rio run for its money.
Pun intended. Formath disapproves.
Someone has to disapprove of a pun, otherwise what's the point of making a pun?
I forgot we are not supposed to shoot our weapon, so just take anything at all, and...
I entered a pun writing contest once.
Oh, man. This is gonna be a pun. Hold on, this is totally... You're setting us up.
No.
You're setting us up!
No, we had a contest. We had to write 10 puns. So I basically wrote 10 puns and hope one would win, but no pun intended. Okay, this silence is uncomfortable. I'm guessing you're all rolling on the floor laughing right now.
No puns!
I kind of enjoyed that one, actually. I made sure I went for the... If I accidentally fire, this is about as negligible as it can get.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay. Let me throw on other stuff. Oh, I don't...
It would be technically
I was
air
so
quotes better with a Predator, but I mean, Phalanx, I mean, come on.
I was so tempted to pick Glacier for this.
Oh, sorry, we were supposed to do Cerberus, right? How dare I not remember to do that?
Yeah, you are required to always take at least one weapon, which is usually... I mean, unless you're deliberately trying to never fire your weapon, is not usually a big deal, because there are some weapons that are so light that they're still very likely to keep you on 200 or very close to 200% cooldown.
Oh yeah.
Like, you have the Predator, which is tied for the lightest weapon in the game, so you should be very fine, I would think, for a cooldown standpoint.
You don't have a power amplifier mod for your weapon, Honor?
That would be unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one here, either for SMG or for pistol, this is the ideal modifier for you because it affects your power damage, so it's the one thing where, even if you're not firing your weapon, it does still help you out, or technically ultralight would as well, but... So there's a version of this both for SMGs and for pistols, so if you happen to have that on either your SMG or your pistol, then that would be the best option for you. But that might... I don't remember what the rarity of that is. That might be a little bit rare.
It's been so long. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you remember that they're a pain to get?
Okay, yeah, she just doesn't have them. Okay, no worries then. We'll help you get some credits.
Yep. I even forget the new players actually have to level up their like capacity for equipment.
Oh, true. Oh, I'm so speedy!
Location identified. We need you to
Oh my god!
down incoming hostile forces.
So fast!
We should have the Benny Hill music for this.
It's gonna edit that in later.
Do, do, do.
I swear I just had the Doppler effect as I ran past one of you. Oh.
I'm over. Someone's using the Hornet. I got confused for a second.
Oh, that was me. How did you see my Hornet? Can we melee? He says as he melees. We're just not allowed to fire our weapon, right? So we can still melee.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have to rejoin you. I forgot to grab my grenade capacity.
Oh. That's...
This will not work. I have a capacity of 2.
Don't. Uh-oh. One moment. Grenades. Oh. Oh. So yeah, this... I think this is Anora's first time playing a non-human, right? So this is definitely a little more unusual, this character. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I almost shot my weapon, but I didn't. Don't worry. I didn't.
Basically, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, super high risk, high reward. Exactly.
People yap on about the GI, but on some maps, this guy could be the most effective killer in the game.
Fine work, team.
Maybe not on Rio.
Enemy is regrouping.
It's still GI.
Enemies inbound.
I mean,
I
the
can't
GI is great.
zoom!
The GI is great at killing one target at a time. This guy can like level up faster than Ah, 7 grenades. Thank you. Really? You're gonna go straight through?
Oh, oh. Reeve can go through Guardian shields, can he? I think it can. I don't remember.
just
Oh,
pulled.
hearing that once. I did not flip away in time.
I just pulled up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, true. True.
Like so.
Oh, what a silly ability. Granted, it did set up that explosion, which was amazing. Oh, I missed. But if you want to get grabbed... That's it. No, come back. Come back. Wait for it. Wait for it. Make up your mind. Which one are you hiding behind? Which one are you hiding behind? Fine, I'll review. Except I'll miss. Make up your mind! Stop running!
Oh, come on.
Choose the one place where I can't grab you. What the heck? Go that way. Meanwhile, half the team is okay. I will actually help get you guys back, rather than chasing a nemesis around the entire map, waiting until
won't
she
take
goes
you
into a
long.
spot where I can grab her. You're not wrong.
Oh, crap. I fired my weapon.
How could you? You should be ashamed of yourself. Wait, wait, wait.
If
No,
it then
no,
becomes
no,
late,
no,
I
no.
miss my target.
No! No! And then she comes back when I'm on the wrong side. No!
Oh, Reeve.
Down there. Enemy is regrouping.
So here's another question. Are missiles weapons?
A ship went down in this area.
We can miss out.
Classified technology.
A canister? Oh, we are speedy boys.
I'm hosting.
Oh, I missed.
Nice work.
I missed again.
To the extra squad member. You're looking for a lost gift device.
I just got
Retrieve.
annihilated 1v1 by a Dragoon. And I'm not proud of it. Thank you.
I threw three grenades to hit that guy.
The longest pizza recovery in the game.
With the fastest character it was meant to be. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Haven't really tried this before, but Reeve plus melee I feel like has some potential because of that stagger. It helps you set up a heavy melee. Reasonably effective. Like that.
Thank you, grenades.
I'm sorry, who did I just kill? Did I just steal Anor's cluster grenade kill? I'm sorry.
No, my grenades flew straight off the map. Did you just dodge an Atlas missile?
Ah! I kicked him to death!
Yeah, guys, some of these grenade boxes are conspicuously empty. Are you?
I
doing something?
agree. One moment, guys. One moment, guys. I would like to pick up some grenades first. Talk to you later. Must grenade.
Dare you fire failings at me?
Oh,
No!
on my way. Or not. I'll just pick up some more grenades. Ow, I don't know what hit me, but it's long gone now.
Just see Worm, I'm standing there hitting the air.
Should be doing this modded friendly fire on,
Oh, man.
or at least friendly stagger.
Oh, there's a turret at LZ.
I think I missed everyone. Oh, including that turret. Nice. Who's behind us? Am I out of grenades? No, I'm not.
That's the spirit.
Team member has gone dark.
You guys seeing this guy? Come take a look at him. He's not having a good day. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
stuck
I was
in the
about
wall,
to
but my
get
grenades
there.
came out.
Darn.
Squad member
Oh, that's the sound of a turret. That is the sound of a turret. Oh, and it got me. No. Oh goodness, my arm. My arm.
I'm not really seeing the slow pace I was looking for with no weapons.
Team member is hurt. Enemy forces down to
I mean, you
Oh.
did pick one of the best characters for going weaponless.
squad member offline. Some good work down
You
there.
guys are avenged.
Enemy is still active.
Thank you.
Stay alert.
Yeah, we could have done this on Glacier though. It would have been a different, different
I mean,
game.
would have been a lot of explosions, but we would have also been pretty
There
vulnerable.
goes all the thermal clip packs.
Yeah,
Hostiles.
armored compartments it is. Oh wait, that's missiles.
Hello. I love it when everyone simultaneously throws all of their grenades at the same time. It's like, who's gonna get it? I don't know, but Cerberus
I
is
think it's
not gonna
gonna
have a
be
good
the
day.
Nemesis that gets it.
Definitely. The good thing about throwing grenades at an Atlas, there's always something close by to take some splash damage. Might bleed out here.
Ow.
Hello. Nope, stop that. Nice. Ow.
The wonderful thing about the drill when you're running adrenaline, no pun intended,
Member is hurt. One second.
you can always be somewhere else.
I'm not here. This isn't happening.
I would like to be somewhere else.
Team member offline.
You can't outrun a Atlas missile right now. Surely you can.
I'm moving. Careful.
I mean, it is possible to dodge.
Yeah, definitely can dodge it, but I'm talking like running in the same direction that the missile is, or in the opposite direction the missile is coming from.
It'll always catch you
outspeed it, yeah.
eventually.
Oh, there's a
There's a
turret down
turret
here that
there.
is annihilating us. Ow! Oh goodness!
Hang on.
Go back to back.
These have to be full now, right? Surely.
One more and it's a wrap. Get
2? Really? Really? 4? 5?
accomplished. Enemy
She's still going. She's still going.
7. Thank you.
I've been getting almost no grenades at all from these.
your area. Locate
Anor, if you press the 8 button, you have a finite number of them, but that is your consumable that gives you all of your grenades back and all of your ammo.
Yeah, effectively.
Effective.
It's the actual cap is not something you'll ever need to worry about with this gun.
Oh, there is a turret down there.
You are right, sir.
Oh, hello. Oh, he tried to come up, but he was unsuccessful. Maybe next time.
team member offline.
Oh, don't mind me, Phantom.
Half the targets are out of play. New team member offline.
I'm not here. Oh, that's a turret as well.
Needs help.
Got the turret.
See all of the grenades in the world fall on my corpse. Like, oh, okay. Oh, that's also a turret. Yep. Yep. Well, so much for that. An attempt was made for, man. Tark, do what I could not. No,
Oh.
Tark.
That half a second
Don't.
above the railing.
Thank you. Guys, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I don't like this place.
Oh, there's a turret on the other side.
Ah! Oh, that's a target.
Also,
Squad member in trouble. Confirmed. Target
Oh, that's not fair.
target in play. Take him out.
Go away, turret.
Grenades are going through the map. Oh, I was just there. No, I'm going somewhere else. I don't know where I am.
1 second more map. Oh, there's a lot of stuff shooting at us right now.
I can't get out of here. The turret is.
Oh, well, I teleported backwards to die. Okay. Look out! Look out! Oh, goodness! Did we establish that missiles are allowed? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I got the turret. I did not get the turret.
I got the target. Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I did not know there was
I
a
got
phantom there, but you probably saved my life. Nemesis still hiding here? Yes, the Nemesis. Where'd she go? Oh, get back
Where's
here!
she?
Get back here!
She was so much.
I think I just killed her with a front flip. Oh, not even the usual side flippy kick. I just somersaulted her to death. Where's the phantom? Oh, that's where that phantom is. Oh, I'm getting sick.
Squad member offline. One more and it's a wrap.
Kick her to death. Do it. Kick her to death. No! You got her. You got her. Nice.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
Grenades. Yes, there we are.
Oh, I fell off the map. Well, that happened.
I saw your body phase through the map format, and it was amazing. Oh, hey, how's it going? Back to seeing you here. Where are you? Okay. Oh. Perhaps. Or not.
Ow. Me.
Yeah, like, can you just,
Suicidal, but
Can you perma-stun enemies if you chain Reeves and melees?
No.
No? Okay. Right, they technically have a cooldown for how long they can actually be fully staggered, right?
I think so. This is what my memory tells me. I don't
Like, I
recall.
thought I remembered someone telling me that when I was wondering if you could do that with the Falcon. Should I get it or?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
you're
this
not where I
is
thought you were.
exciting.
You were not where I thought you were. Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's not what I was expecting. No,
You saw nothing?
run away.
Oh, that's also Phantom. That's also Phantom somewhere. I heard her. I heard her. I don't know where she went, but I heard her. Uh-oh. 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 I'm
I
not
don't
here.
like that. That's good. Okay.
Who else is up with me? Is it Vormath?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's a Phantom that has been chasing me all around the map. That is probably her.
Only one more enemy.
Oh, you fell for my... What? How did you avoid those grenades? You walked straight into them.
Oh, she's toast.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
She was just hiding around the corner, and then your grenades just fell at her feet. There was nothing I could do, but watch her die.
No. Oh, I should just come for the crap. I shouldn't have reeved. Mistakes were made. Also, now this Phantom is gonna sink me.
Squad member in trouble.
What do you? Oh.
I mean, she didn't
Vids,
sink me, to be
okay.
fair, but she did punish me for
Oh,
my
that's
failed grab
unfortunate.
attempt. Oh no.
Okay, I got her.
Thank you. Oh, that's an Atlas. And that's a Phantom. Ow. I'm on my way, theoretically.
Oh, I got Phantom off the map.
Oh, ow. Oh! I did not see that one coming. Trying to snipe me from point blank? I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Yeah, see if I can get to you, Nor, but I have to loop around a bit because you do have some Amiga. So, nope, you got her. Okay, nice.
Oh, you can get me though.
Oh, okay. I'm coming back. Oh, I am out of grenades. I'm not out of... Why can't I grenade? There we go. That should be the trick. Oh, that's a Phantom. That is a Phantom.
Squad member in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Squad member needs help.
Yeah, I strongly recommend getting away from the central area.
Yeah,
I
I'm not in a
can't,
great place right now.
like, it wouldn't allow me to red surf for some reason.
Team member is hurt.
Oh, that's a Phantom. That was a lucky ops back in that case. I just happened to do it without even realizing that that was a Phantom there.
I'm not leaving this spot until I get my grenades. Oh, never mind. Apparently all I had to do was...
Threaten the
Okay.
box.
I guess it wanted to get rid of me. Now think about it, that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
How dare you give me my ammo?
Team member is hurt.
Anna, what do you think?
I'm here.
Oh, through the wall.
Oh. Hello, other Atlas, please. Don't mind me while I get grenades from that box. Question mark. Ow.
Oh, that's not good. That's not great. That's not great.
Squad member in trouble.
Watch out, there's a Phantom over here with us. And that Atlas.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Well, that I overthrew. Or not. There's a lot of enemies over there. Except I missed them all. Thank you.
I wish it was my kick that sent her flying like that, but
You can pretend it was.
Former, that was an amazing kick. You see how far that sent her flying?
I
Well, that's
know,
a lot of
right?
enemies. Ow! Just phantom around that corner. Heads up. Careful, she is dangerous. Oh, there's two of them. Very dangerous. Nice. Ah, I heard a turret. That's not a good sound to hear. That's not a good sound to hear. I hit the wall. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. I can live. I can live. Apparently going to live.
Oh, nice.
Just casually pull the Atlas while we're at it. First time I've used pull accidentally, and it is on an enemy that cannot be pulled.
well, we have established that it will do a tiny amount of damage. You could theoretically kill an Atlas with exclusively pull.
Who was it who blew up that phantom with me? That was incredible.
There we go. Only took 3 heavy melees to kill a guardian with a shield off. Well, we can do an experiment on this guy.
It's too late.
Ow.
We're doing a different experiment now.
Oh. Sorry, everyone, if it had to be done.
No, I understand. This Atlas looks confused.
I can't understand why.
Oh, someone's gonna get killed.
I got him! Why not?
This place is a hub of enemy intel. Pick your targets.
Oh, that's probably not great for
Gain
us.
access to that data terminal. Hack the security.
Oh no.
Breach in progress. Remain here for better
Oh, look out! No turrets. No turrets. Turrets are illegal. Did I hear a turret? Nope, I didn't. Uh-oh. No turrets!
I may have accidentally used the roof.
Ow.
That's my last ammo pack. Just saw phantoms flying everywhere. Off to our right, phantom.
Oh. Oh, you're right. Oh, multiple. Yeah.
No, alright.
Nice! I can't see anything, but I
When in
assume
doubt,
they're
bank shot.
Thank you for flying Kirahi Airline. Oh, I'm out of grenades and ammo packs. Alright, pull, it's your time to shine.
Wait for it. We're all trying to lift her. No!
There we go.
Beautiful.
And once they're lifted by pull, they can be detonated.
Oh, there's still turret. There's still tape.
The stray grenade was that. That was glorious.
He'll never know what hit him. He'll never know what hit him. Oh, that's so close.
Enemy is still active. Stay alert. Get to the extraction zone.
Should have
I
known you
will
beat me to those
do no
grenades.
such thing.
Gotta race for another ammo pack. One that you guys didn't get to already. There we go. Oh, that Dragoon. Having a bit of a rough day.
Bye bye, Phantoms.
Or where they came from. Rinse, repeat.
Find more grenades.
No, warm up.
Oh! Oh, I'm pretty sure I just reached the ground. That is the one thing that will not turn itself.
Try harder.
That I shall.
To reach the ground.
30 seconds. Then again, we are lightning fast. Alright, time to go probably. Zoom! Oh, nope, don't zoom that way. Zoom this way.
Hold on. Hold on.
More map!
How dare you?
How could you? More map, I'm gonna grab you.
Secure. That's all. Good work.
Well, 28 minutes. It can be done.
That's not so bad. So, that was probably a different kind of experience compared to other characters and other games that you played thus far, Nor, but hopefully that was fun.
So what other characters have you unlocked on our? That we can do fun memey stuff with?